Did you have a key demographic in mind when photographing?
No, not
Or
really.
doing it just for the...
My whole deal was, when I took that camera out of my case and put that flash on it, try to do the best job I could do for the client and for myself.
That's a good mindset to have. That'll take you really far in life. Okay, and my last question, well, more of an ask, is walk me through your process of achieving a perfect photo.
Well, I'll give you a little story about that, okay? So, first of all, with anything even today, you gotta make sure your cameras are correct. What you're shooting, you gotta have a mindset for it. Back in the day when I was shooting concerts on stage, I did not use a flash 90% of the time. I had to push the film speed. And the main thing I remember about a lot of these concerts is not the music, but I'm focusing the camera, focusing. Is it the right exposure? You know, they try to get everything you could out of each picture. But here's a little story for you. So I was hired to photograph Paul McCartney in 1975 at the Beverly Hills Hotel. He was in town because he was up for an award for the soundtrack for Live and Let Die, the James Bond movie. So I was told, you know, meet us at the parking lot of the Beverly Hills Hotel, and did that. They were there, and at that situation, you have to walk down a little parkway to get to the swimming pool. Okay. But this time, I normally didn't do this until I got right on the spot with the people, but I decided to load my camera as I walked down, and I put my flash on, turned it on, and when we got to the swimming pool area, I was ready. I pre-focused the camera about 15 feet. I can't tell you why I did this beforehand, but it worked out perfect. Because what happened was Paul was in the swimming pool, and he came out and he had a white towel with him, and
Wow.
So he was just introduced.
That's great.
He was just introduced to Robert Hilburn, a famous writer for the Los Angeles Times, and then the PR people said, "And this is your photographer for the day, James Fortune." And as soon as they told him that, he went in. He held that pose for less than 2 seconds. I did not even look through the viewfinder because everything was pre-focused for 15 feet. I was holding it against my chest, and I just went bang.
So was that more of a candid shot?
It's totally candid, on his part and mine.
I would never.
Now let me tell you another cool story about all of this. So I ended up that week photographing him 2 more times because he wanted me to come back and take pictures. A year later, when they did Wings Over American Tour, it was 1976. So I'm photographing him live in concert, right? And there's a picture of him playing guitar somewhere around. Oh, there it is, right there next to him, okay? So that's 76, and in the middle of the concert, he was changing guitars, and everything was very quiet, and all of a sudden, I'm leaning on the stage taking pictures, and he's about 15 feet away from me. And he's changing guitars, everybody's real quiet, about 18,000 people. All of a sudden, he looked right at me, and he remembered, and he said, "Hello, James," on the loudspeaker. You can't forget something
That
like
is awesome.
And he ended up buying 6 family portraits that I took of him. They're not in the show here.
Wow, yeah.
I could have been, but I don't. So is that good, or you need anything else?
That's awesome. Off the record, do you have a favorite photo that you're taking?
My favorite photos, God, I like, okay, Jim Morrison, early 70s, sitting in the back of his limo. That's actually in color. People like it in black and white, but it's actually a color slide.
I would like to see this color.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wow. We don't have any color ones out there at all, even on websites, do we?
Oh, what, the
Morrison shot. See, the original's color.
Yeah, I know.
I got a color in my bedroom of it.
I've seen the color of it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fortune. It's a pleasure interviewing you.
Thank you. One more thing. This picture here was taken that week with McCartney. The day after I shot the swimming pool, then he had me come back and take some more. He and Linda, they're holding a gold record. There it is up there. That was the second day. And then this picture, I probably took 100 pictures of him that day, and this is one of them. And another one is that one right there, the black and white. You can see he's got the same shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green. I like that shirt. That was a neat shirt. pleasure.
If you need me, I'll just be available.
Certainly.
Pictures are very pictures.
If you think of anything else, come on back, I'll be glad to
When
talk.
is this gonna be in the paper?
I think in a week.
A week from now?
Yeah, quick turnaround.
These are gonna be here for what, 10 days?
Till the 29th. Yeah, so it'll still be up, that's important for us to know that it's all, it's up there through the 29th.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gordon.
My pleasure.